Expand your vocabulary with our core 2,000 words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free English ebook before it's gone. Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. Welcome to the 2000 Core English Words and Phrases video series. Each lesson will help you learn new words, practice and review what you've learned. Okay, let's get started. First is vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is oil that is made from vegetables. Using vegetable oil is considered a little bit more healthy than using something like butter. Here's an example. Using vegetable oil instead of lard makes food taste lighter. Using vegetable oil instead of lard makes food taste lighter. Using vegetable oil instead of lard makes food taste lighter. Sesame oil. Sesame oil. Sesame oil. Sesame oil is oil made from sesame. So sesame or sesame seeds has a very unique flavor that is often used in cooking. Here's an example. Sesame oil is perfect for stir-frying of meats and vegetables. Sesame oil is perfect for stir-frying of meats and vegetables. Sesame oil is perfect for stir-frying of meats and vegetables. Ingredient. 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 In the cooking world, an ingredient refers to a part of a recipe, something that you need to create a recipe. So an ingredient could be a vegetable, it could be a meat, a spice, a liquid. So they're all the parts that you need to create a meal. Here's an example. Using fresh ingredients is an important part of any recipe. Using fresh ingredients is an important part of any recipe. Using fresh ingredients is an important part of any recipe. Flour. 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 Flour is a fine, white, powdery substance. We use flour to make bread and other bread products like cakes and scones and cookies. Here's an example. You need to mix the flour with water. You need to mix the flour with water. You need to mix the flour with water. Cooking oil. Cooking oil. Cooking oil. Cooking oil is a general term for any oil that is used in cooking. If you don't want to be really specific and say vegetable oil or sesame oil or olive oil, and it doesn't really matter, maybe you choose whatever you have in your kitchen, you can just describe that as cooking oil. Cooking oil is needed to prepare the food. Cooking oil is needed to prepare the food. Cooking oil is needed to prepare the food. Lunch. 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 Lunch refers to the meal that we have in the middle of the day, usually about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock or so. It's that midday time for eating. Here's an example. A big lunch will make you sleepy in the afternoon. A big lunch will make you sleepy in the afternoon. A big lunch will make you sleepy in the afternoon. Dinner. 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 Dinner is the evening meal of the day. Typically, we have dinner in the United States from about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Depending on your country and culture, you might eat very late or very early. It's typically the last meal of the day. Here's an example. My family eats dinner together every night. My family eats dinner together every night. My family eats dinner together every night. Appetizer. 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 An appetizer is a small, kind of snack-sized thing that we eat just before a meal. So when you go to a restaurant and you're feeling really hungry, you might order an appetizer just to have something to eat while you wait for your main dish. Here's an example. Shall we order an appetizer? Shall we order an appetizer? Shall we order an appetizer? Main course. Main course. Main course. The main course is the main dish for the meal. So the main course at a nice restaurant, for example, might be a very expensive piece of meat or maybe an expensive fish. So the main course is typically the focus of the meal. Here's an example. The main course is beef and vegetables. The main course is beef and vegetables. The main course is beef and vegetables. Home cooking. Home cooking. Home cooking. Home cooking refers to the cooking we do ourselves at home. This could be with our family members, it could be alone, it could be with a roommate, a friend, whatever. So home cooking is done from our own recipes. Here's an example. When I travel, what I miss most is my wife's home cooking. When I travel, what I miss most is my wife's home cooking. When I travel, what I miss most is my wife's home cooking. Let's review. I'm going to describe a word or phrase in English. See if you can remember it. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say the expression that refers to an oil made from vegetables? Vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. And how to say the oil that is made from sesame? Sesame oil. Sesame oil. What about the word that refers to all the parts that you need in order to create a meal from a recipe? Ingredient. Ingredient. Do you remember how to say the fine white powder that we use for bread and cookies and cakes and other things that we bake? Flour. Flour. Let's try the expression that we use for just the oil we use to cook with in general. Cooking oil. Cooking oil. What about the word that refers to the meal we have in the middle of the day? Lunch. Lunch. Now, let's see if you remember how to say the meal that we have at the end of the day, in the evening. Dinner. Dinner. Another one. What about the small snack-like dish that you have before the main dish, especially when you go to a restaurant? Appetizer. Appetizer. Do you remember how to say the expression that means the focus dish for the meal? Main course. Main course. And finally, do you remember how to say the food that we make ourselves at home? Home cooking. Home cooking. Well done! See you next time. Bye!